Hi, I'm Barbara Roberts, and we're going to take a tour of our Morton building home here in Edmond, Oklahoma, and we just love it. When people drive up, they always wonder, is this just a barn? Does someone live in it? And they are so curious they have to stop, and then of course we give them a tour. Really what attracts you is this sunroom that we added as an addition, and it's very pretty on this end of the house driving up the driveway. We have the front porch, and that's what you come up on after you park at the end by the garage area. And it is the size of the porch on the Cracker Barrel restaurant, and that's what we wanted. It's south facing, and we could put all kinds of furniture and features out there on the porch, and we really use it being south facing year round. We continue coming around to the add-on of the sunroom, and we just continued with the concrete patios, and we did the stamped and stained all the way around, so it's continuous around the building, and that flow is really nice when we're doing entertainment and parties and such. We have a water fountain feature, and then we have the fireplace, and it's just used at different times of year according to the direction it faces, and it makes it just very accessible for any type of entertainment. And we have the big French doors that go off of the sunroom, and we have opened that up, and we've had parties that could come through one door and travel out the other, and just the flow of it just works so much better. When you come into our place, you come in through the front door, which is also our family room and kitchen area. Your eye draws up because we went to the full height of the building, and your eye travels up that, and then we lowered it in some areas, and so it just looks bigger than it is because it's just an open family room kitchen concept when you walk in the front door. Because we are in a country setting, I wanted it to be very practical, but I also like it to have the aesthetic beauty. And so I just picked slate flooring, and it is so practical. You can't destroy it, you can't do anything to it. And then of course granite countertops too. And it's just all very friendly to whatever you're into, horses, cars, whatever. You're not gonna hurt anything, so that's what I chose. We decided to do a little loft since we went clear to the ceiling. We had that space up there, and we decided that we could put in a little loft area, and that has the spiral staircase that goes up there, and it's really just kind of a sitting room or exercise workout room, but it also goes back to the attic area for storage access. So that's very convenient. And then right off the kitchen area, the doorway leads into our master bedroom / seating area. Then to the left of that is the large double shower, enclosed stool and vanity double sink area. And then our closet also has a stack washer and dryer for our laundry room area in with the closet, and that all is just very convenient and handy. And in that bathroom we did add a solar tube because it is enclosed, no windows, and that really created extra lighting in that area, and it just worked wonderfully in our roof, and no problems with that. He took advantage of the way the Morton building was constructed to create some little niches that gave us a wonderful bookcase area in the master bedroom, and then behind the bed area it created a nice little feature cutout that went around the bed, and it just worked really good to have those opportunities to work with the construction of the building, or we could have just went flush over those posts and made it just totally like a stick-built home. So it really helped us be more creative, and it really turned out better that way. As we walk out of the master bedroom, you turn left, and that in-between area we made into a buffet that matches the kitchen area, and it's a walk-through to the sunroom that we did add on. And so it really let us use that area too for a desk or a buffet. And then we come into the sunroom, and we just have it set up as a family TV viewing room and our large dining table to accommodate our family dinners. And it all flows and works well together. We babysit our grandkids, so they're in here with their toys, and there's just room for everything and everybody. It's energy efficient, so you use it year round. The sun is not an issue, the weather is not an issue, so it's really great to have a room with all these windows because you never get cabin fever. you're able to just sit in here year-round and be very comfortable, just like the rest of the apartment is.
We had 55 acres here and was going to build a big home, and one day she said, if you'll let me pick my floors and cabinets and countertops, I don't think I ever want a conventional house again. So I thought that was a good trade-off, and so I let her pick what she wanted in the house, and she let me pick what I wanted out here in my shop, and that's how we ended up here. Probably 100% devoted to hot rods and classic cars. We stained the floors. We wanted something different than concrete floors. We have flames over here etched in the floors and painted bright orange. We have pictures of some of my hot rods. We have a lot of history on the walls. We've added the neon and neon signs, neon lights. We needed a lot of room for storage, so we built these window seats for people to sit on when we do have 150 people here. But they also serve a purpose of storing, because we moved from a 4,000-foot house to something much smaller here, and we needed a place to store things. We've got murals on the walls. You probably wouldn't paint murals on the walls with my hot rods in them if you was in a conventional house. But we just made it fun. It's just 100% cars and toys.
People are just surprised when they walk in how nice it looks and feels, just like a stick-built home. And they have to bring the women with them, because the women cannot visualize it until they see it. Once they see it, they realize, you know what? I could live in a metal building now, because they see that it looks like a finished home inside. And that's what surprises people, is how nice we've made it look. And it just feels like a home, lives like a home, except you don't have all the maintenance and upkeep of a home, especially on the exterior. And that's really a treat, especially as we've gotten older, to have less that we have to maintain.
Well, the thing that I really enjoy the most is I come in the evening and I'm tired, but there's nothing nagging me. There's no painting that needs to be done. There's no repair work that needs to be done. As far as I know, it'll stay in this condition for the rest of my life, and I'll make no repairs. And that's really kind of a nice feeling.
Oh, you guys have been so nice to us, and just wonderful to work with. And you have a really superior product. It shows good, and that's what we went with. You may pay a little more, but you get more. So we've been very pleased, and we've had a long-running relationship now, and it's still going. And we just really recommend you to a lot of people. Everybody that just stops and wants to know what's going on, we recommend you guys, and are always open to giving tours.
We had one family drive in the driveway and introduce themselves as being from Bakersfield, California. And they had heard about this clear in California and wanted to know if they could come in and take pictures. And Barbara and I, we estimate we've met thousands of people because of what we've done here. And we've enjoyed meeting every one of them. We never know when we'll get a request to come in and take pictures, see what we did to the inside. Everybody loves the porch. When we first picked these colors, it was the newest colors out there. And people literally would stop in and say, who did your building? We want those same colors. So it's been an interesting experience and introduced us to a lot of people. It's been a fun experience, and we wouldn't live in a conventional house again.
I love sharing our story with you and our home with you, and hope that you've enjoyed it too, and that you've learned something and can see the value in what we've done, and would like to see you able to do the same thing.